Folks, as promised, here's part 2 of Pedal Tone Pandamonium. I know I promised this probably almost 2 weeks ago. I'm running late on my content, so I'm going to talk about the descending version of the Pedal Tone Pandamonium, and also going to try to incorporate the turnaround, where from the ascending to the descending, so you can kind of see how that functions. So, if you remember from the very first, the ascending version of this, we were coming up with pedal tones that bounced between two. There were two pedal tones. This one. So these two notes were constantly present between the other notes. And then we moved that up diatonically, if you remember. Following the same pattern, just staying diatonic to the key of C. Now, when we get to here, where were we at? Now we're an octave from where we started, but here's the kicker. We're not going to continue that two-note pedal tone idea. We're going to go to a single-note pedal tone, and then the scale essentially descends in each one of those positions, like this. And that, of course, brings in the third string into the pattern. So we start the same with this E, right to C, B, back to the C, that's our single pedal, A, C, G, C, F, C, E, C, D, C, and then C, C octave. The count is, to count that in eighth notes, it would be let's start here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. You could also hear that in 16th notes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. As you can see, it just evens out nicely for us. Picking. Down, up, 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 down, up. So I encourage you to just stay in that one position until you're feeling it. Now, from there, we're going to follow the same idea that we did on the ascending version. We're going to descend diatonically. B. So moving down a half step to the B. And then the pedal tone is high B. A, B, G, B. Let's see, we put the F here if you want, or you can put the F here. So let's see what we're doing here. Yes, I'm going to put it on the first string. It feels more natural for me that way. So if you're looking for a pattern that might help visualize this, the note groupings, if you will, are the first string. I've got 3 notes to the pedal tone. The second string gets 2 notes, and then the third string gets 2 notes, because we're coming back to the octave there. So let's see. Down to A, following the same idea. Down to G. Everything is diatonic. Now this is fun. Instead of going to C, because this is going to be my tag, I'm an octave down now. I'm going to jump right to B, because that's going to set up a leading tone for me to tag it, to turn it around. I'm going to play that again a little slower. resolving to C. Little BC kind of thing. But you can also have a little bit more fun with that too, and I'll explain that in a minute. But let's see if we can put all that together. This is just the isolated descending. And you'll notice that the picking is the same for every little cell that we're playing, which is actually quite convenient. Stay diatonic here. Maybe mute it. Get some dynamics going. Okay. So, another thing you can do, and I think I did this in the promo video, is I can put chords at the end of it. Two of my biggest influences growing up, of course, was Brian May and Yngwie J. Malmsteen. I want to make sure I get the J in there. Don't want to get a letter. So what I'm doing here is kind of neat. Coming down. That B is the third of G. So there's my G major. And that C, of course, is the root of C. So it's that 5-1 cadence. Inverted. Inverted again. So G, C, G, C, G, C. Which are my initials backwards, I just realized. So that's kind of the Brian May feel. And up here I went and I got a little Bach with it. I went C sus 4, C major, C sus 2, that to C. If you want to get fancy, you can have some fun with that. Let's see, the other way. Well, let's combine them. So if I had this, then after this G, I might go into a C sus arpeggio, then a C sus 2, to a C major triad. So you can have fun with that too. If you really want to annoy the family and neighbors, do them all as arpeggios. Here's the 5 to the 1, 5 to the 1, 5 to the 1, and then 5 to the 1. Maybe I'll put that in on this one. So let's do the whole thing. How about it? Ascending and descending. Here's a turnaround. So there you have it, the pedal tone Pandamonium in its full form. I hope you get something out of that. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch up with you all soon. I got a bunch of new stuff coming, so.